Hey there, welcome or welcome back. If we don't already know each other, I'm Katie Jones and I'm a faith-based money coach. I help young professionals just like you learn excellent money management skills that are rooted in the gospel. So if you have been around here for a while, you definitely know how much I love reading books. I've done a number of videos in the past about some of my favorite faith and finance books, and I'll add those links in the show notes below for you to go check out. I've done a number of interviews with authors and plan to do some more here in this new year. So be sure to go check out some of those and subscribe to my channel if faith and finances is a topic that you are super interested about. I do a lot of videos on books specifically, but also teaching you how to really figure out your financial situation in order to be a good steward and to get in this mindset of being kingdom minded first and then putting ourselves second when we are thinking about how to set up budgets and everything like that. So be sure to go and check out those videos and subscribe to my channel. If you've been around here for a little bit, you probably know how much I love to read books. I read a lot of books. Unfortunately, in 2022, I did not reach my book goal, which was, I think, 60 books. I read about 55 this past year, which is still a lot of books. I surpassed the number that I read the previous year, which was like 52. Anyway, I do really love books. I actually enjoy listening to them more than I like to actually physically read a book. However, I do also still like to read a physical book every now and then because honestly, you just kind of sometimes get more out of it in a sense, just because you are sitting down and you're there with the words in your hands and you're able to highlight and take notes. At least that's what I like to do. But honestly, most of the books that I go through are audiobooks, and that way I can get through them really quickly. But it's not always the best because sometimes I don't retain everything. But I actually received a handful of new books recently, thanks to some publishers that reached out to me and wanted me to read some of them, as well as from some events that I went to or attended. So I wanted to share 3 books that I am planning on reading here soon, and that already, just based on what I know and what I've been recommended, I would definitely recommend them to you. So the first one that I actually just started reading recently is this faith-driven investing book. This one so far has been really awesome, and it's kind of cool because it's actually made up from, like, it's not just one author. There's a few different people who have contributed a chapter to this book. The first one in this book, writing chapter 1, is actually Timothy Keller, who writes one of my favorite books, Every Good Endeavor, which is super cool. So that definitely caught my attention. I've already read his chapter, which was super good. And I think I'm on like chapter 3 now of this and have really been enjoying it and already highly recommend it. But definitely add that one to your list this year. The second one is a book called True Riches. So this book is actually written by 2 authors who wrote another one of my favorite books called God and Money, which is, I actually read the first version of the book, which is called Through the Needle. I have that one over there on my bookshelf somewhere. I didn't grab it before this video. But first off, super cool color of this book. This book has been highly recommended to me by most of my friends who are in this faith and finance space, and so I'm definitely really excited to get to read this one here soon. I actually got it after attending an event called The Journey of Generosity, which I will link to in the show notes below, because that was also really cool. It's a free event that you can do that kind of helps you to integrate more generosity into your life. It's called a JOG, J-O-G, Journey of Generosity. And they actually send you one of these books after the event is over, which is super cool. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about reading this one. It was a hard choice on which one to start with so far, but I'm glad that I kind of started this faith-driven investing, and hopefully we'll have it done soon. And this last one is called When Women Give. I don't really know much about this book. I was actually given this one, This one was given to me for free as well. Yeah, so I think I was given this book either a year or two ago, and it's been on my reading list, but I definitely have set it aside to read here at the beginning of the year. Anyway, I thought I would let you know which books I will be reading and reviewing here soon. I'd also be curious to know if there are any books that you think I should add to my reading list this year. I've kind of left it pretty wide open besides these 3 books to start. I do have a number of books that I'm kind of curious about getting started and reading here soon. And don't forget to check out a few of those other videos I mentioned that I've talked about other faith and finance books in. I've also interviewed a number of authors on their books. Highly recommend so many faith and money books, and definitely would love for you to grab some of those this year if you are looking to kind of start to redeem your financial situation. And speaking of redeeming your finances, that is the name of my signature coaching and mentorship program. It's called Redeeming Your Finances, and it's designed for young professionals to really learn how to glorify God and to be a good steward of their finances. And I'd love to invite you to join a session here in 2023. There's more details in the show notes below. There's a link there that you can check out. If you have any questions, please feel free to jump on a call with me. I'd love to share more about it and figure out if coaching is, if money coaching is the right fit for you, especially from a faith-based perspective. You probably noticed that this office or this setup here is a little bit different. That is because my husband and I moved. So if you didn't see our update video that I created recently, that we moved because we are in the process of becoming licensed to foster, that is what this new setup is. And it's definitely a work in progress. There's a window here and it's south facing, and so the light is very harsh. So I'm kind of still figuring that out, and definitely figuring all of this out back here, which is kind of a mess. Let me know what you think about the cats. But would love some tips and ideas on how to decorate this space. That's not really something that I focused too much on before, because I just had a blank wall behind me before. So would love to know your ideas on what to do about this light and what to do just about making the space look good and look good in videos. But it's not a huge concern. It'll probably stay a mess like this for a while as you see videos. But yeah, look at that harsh light. Anyway, I hope to see you soon. Please let me know if you have any thoughts on some of these books, and maybe if you've read any of them. This one I haven't really seen much on, so if you've read this book, please let me know. I'd love to know your thoughts, but hopefully see you soon.